Hello and welcome to Normal Guy Games. Please like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Today I'm going to go through the paint scheme that I've chosen for my Leviathan Space Marines. Now I do have the full Leviathan box and I have the Tyranids assembled and ready, but as far as the Space Marines, I hadn't really decided yet what scheme to go with, but I think I've got it. And as a tester, I took some of my Phobos Marines from the which one was it? It was the Morok box set for Kill Team. And I have chosen to go with a candy scheme. Now, a candy scheme, for those of you who don't know, is basically you hit the model with a metallic, and in this particular instance, I airbrushed it with a dark metallic, which was dark aluminium by Vallejo. And then I took their silver and I hit a zenithal all the way around the model from the top. Now what this has done is it's made the bottom here, or the underside, a little darker than the top. Now I don't know necessarily if that's what people do normally for the candy scheme, but in this instance it actually turned out looking pretty good because you still have that metallic shine over top of with the red over top of it. So anyway, let me stop babbling and let's get to it. Let's see how it looks. Alright, so as you can see, I have taken the Phobos Marines and I've painted the incursors and the infiltrators in, I've taken an Incubi Darkness and put it in the shoulder pad, and black and put it in the ones of the incursors. Now, oh, make sure you stick around to the end after the video. I added something I don't usually add, which is some outtakes. Anyway, I've done enough gold trim on the Thousand Suns that I've been painting that painting this shoulder pad has been, that was nothing compared to what I have been doing normally. But the thing is, this gives me the chance to kind of practice a little bit on trying really hard not to get paint in the wrong places, because in in doing this candy scheme, you have to be kind of careful where you're slopping your paint because it is really hard to fix that. Now, on top of the Retributor Armor Gold and the Incubi Darkness, and I used Reaper flat matte black. I used Mournfang Brown for the hair, on any hair of them, all the guys here, and I used my normal skin tone, which you can see in the head video I made, and in a couple other videos. I based them all in Bugman's Glow, and then I took both Kislev Flesh and Cadian Flesh, and I kind of worked my way up on all of those. So that's kind of my normal go-to paint scheme. Unless I want to do dark skin, then I'll use Ebony Flesh and Mournfang Brown. But in this particular instance, I just wanted to power through them, and the easiest way for me to do that is just to use the color scheme that I'm used to. Now, I did go back and I painted all of the bolters and the pistol holsters and all that. I painted all that in the same Reaper black, the matte black, and that kind of made things simple for me. Along with, as you can see, I'm using Mournfang Brown on the straps here, and any other strap-like details or whatnot, I either used black to denote black leather or Mournfang to denote brown leather. For the belts, as you can see here, I am using one of those two amazing colors. Anyway, so the matte black by Reaper really does end up a very lovely matte black. It's actually, I think, my favorite matte black. So all of the undersuits, all of the black details, all of that is Reaper. Now I decided on here to go with a darker green. I used another Reaper color called Peacock Green, and that's the same color I painted actually a giant Cthulhu statue that I sold to a guy, and I used mostly that Peacock Green. So any details that had screens or vials, as you can see with the Helix adept here, I used the green color for all of their lenses as well on the helmets and any other lens accoutrements that they had on, like the head and whatnot. Now, as you can see, this is what it's looking like so far. Now, this is me going back and just doing a little bit more on the way of the faces, just to kind of like even out and put some different tones here and there, just to make things look a little bit different. I ended up doing something that I don't normally do, and I took a black color and I put the black color in the eye recesses. And what this does is this breaks up the area between the eye and the face and adds kind of a shadow there. This is something new. This is something I don't usually do, but I kind of feel like after doing this and after seeing what it looks like afterward, I really kind of like it. Now, I did go back, as you can see, this is me just touching up some of those areas with the Cadian flesh tone and the Kislev flesh mix. And I'm just kind of fixing all of the mistakes that I made with that matte black paint. And you obviously can expect to make these kind of errors when you're doing this kind of this kind of paint job. When you're getting into those recesses and whatnot, you're going to make mistakes. So just be ready to fix it. And luckily, the mistake is not being made on that candy tone. The mistake is being made on the flesh, which is a lot easier to fix, because if it had been on the candy tone, or the candy scheme, the candy paint, I would not have gone back and tried to do something this delicate and detailed. But a lot of painting is about experimentation, trying things new. This whole thing for me is fairly new. I don't normally do like these metallic schemes like that, but I got the idea from Marco Frisioni. God, I hope I said that right. From Not Just Mecha. He actually did a sort of a blood angel, like a blood angel scheme from the Warhammer Plus video, and I kind of got the idea from him, and I thought it looked pretty good, because I did watch the Blood Angels, a couple of them. I haven't finished it off yet, but I really like that kind of monotone scheme that they had going on. Originally, I was going to do something like that, but I just decided to go with something normal for at least these guys. Now, as you can see, this is me putting the white on the eyeballs, or trying to. I do have to go back and fix some of the black and some of the skin tones afterward, which it's not that bad. And then when I'm done, all I do is I put a line straight down the center of that white eyeball. It's pretty, I mean, it looks kind of basic, but it kind of fits. So this is what they look like in the end, with everything painted. You can see all of the various lenses and accoutrements, and a couple of and I of course washed some of the details, like the metallics and whatnot. I did not wash the main armor, and I decided not to go with edge highlighting as well. Anyway, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate you watching till the end, and because of that, let me give you something a little funny here. This is what happens when you're trying to record intros, but enjoy. Oh, I can cut this out. Anyway, welcome back to Normal Guy Games. Of course, my phone would go off as soon as I hit the button. So today I am still looking at that side view. Okay, I feel better. For my Space Marines, I have decided upon not having any of them here. Please like and subscribe. We'll put this in the outtakes.